All right, day 2 of simplifying linear expressions. We are going to start just by simply reviewing the steps of combining like terms. Okay, so step 1, you put all of the letters together, making sure that you include the signs that go with them. I'm making my S look like that so that we can tell. So I'm crossing it out so that I know that I did every single one, and I'm including the sign in front of it. So please notice how I'm going all the way over to where it says plus 10S. This one is going plus 3S. And maybe I have to make my S's that way. Then minus 2 and minus 5. Now that we've got these, we group them. So all of those are terms that have the coefficient and the variable. If you need help with your positives and negatives, remember that you can use this baseball strategy. Your positive team scored 12 and 10, but, oh, and look, it also scored 3. So, therefore, let's make sure I did that right. Yep, 12 plus 10 plus 3 is 25, and the positive team wins, so it stays 25 positive. 25S. Now over here, I have a situation where I have a positive team and a negative team. The positive team scored nothing, so I'm not putting anything down, but the negative team scored a 2 and a 5. So this side, I have a winner of negative team, and 7. So our final answer is the whole thing, 25S minus 7. You need to make sure that you are including the S with the terms that have the variable. So that should be something that we feel confident with. Now let's go over here where we're still at our practice. So this is our distributive property. And in the word, it says distribute. So I have to distribute the 7 that is on the outside to every term on the inside. So I'm going to ensure that I rewrite this. At this point, we're not trying to do it in our head. We're going to go 7 with the 2M, makes a term. Bring down the minus. 7 with the 7, and then we bring our negative or our minus 4 down. Okay? So as you can tell, that 7 has been distributed to both of those terms inside of the parentheses. Once we've done that, you multiply like normal. So this makes 14M minus 49 minus 4. And guess what? That's exactly like what we did in the previous one. 14M has no like terms, so I bring him down. I can combine these two. Again, if you are a student that wants to play the baseball game, the positive team scored nothing. The negative team scored 49 and 4. So that means they have a total of 53 points on the negative team. So that should be your answer right there. Okay, now I'm going to do one more problem that has the distributive because it looks a little funny. And you got 2 options at this point. Your first option, and it should be done this way, is because these are in the parentheses, and you should notice that there is an N inside of the parentheses and another N inside of the parentheses. But if you don't, you can still distribute that 10 to everything in there. So I don't want you guys to freak out. I'm going to show you both ways, but technically you are supposed to combine the terms inside of the parentheses if you can. But if you forget, it works. It just means more work for you later. So in this case, I'm going to rearrange it to 3n plus 10n. See, here's my 3n. Here's my plus 10n plus 2. So I can combine these two. That becomes 13n plus 2. And now I distribute. Okay? So distribute means, just like we said before, that 10 goes to the 13. So 10 times 13n. plus 10 times 2. Okay? So now you're going to get 130n plus 20. And that is done there. Now, if you happen to be a student, like Miss Ehringer, that forgets, whoops, wrong thing, and distributes to everything, I'll show you what happens. Okay, if I forget and I just go, okay, I'm going to distribute 10 times 3n. I'm distributing 10 goes with the 2. Distributing again, 10 goes with the 10n. All right, now I got to multiply. So this is 30n plus 20 plus 100n. Okay, now I'm going to rearrange because I know that my variables have to go together. So 30n, I did it, plus 100n plus the 20. Combine your terms, 130n plus 20. Please notice they are the same, and technically they took the same amount of work. This is 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. It just kind of, preferably, if you're using the order of operations, you should combine like terms first, but if you don't, you just end up with more terms. So showing you that that's the option. Now, I have done 2 examples utilizing the distributive method. So I'm going to have you guys now push pause. Well, you're going to go to number 6. You're going to attempt it on your own. And then you're going to come back here and see if you got it right. Okay, I'm using the distributive property. This is 2 times 4x. I'm bringing down my minus. This is 2 times 1. And I'm bringing down the 9x because it doesn't change. Put these two together. The 2 times 4x becomes 8x. Bring down my minus. 2 times 1 is 2. Bring down the negative 9x. I will tell you that if a mistake is made, it's bringing down the leftovers that were not in the parentheses. That's where I see mistakes happen a lot. So if you forgot to bring that down and you stopped at 8x minus 2, know that you're not alone, but we need to get better. So now we're going to rearrange. So 8x comes down, dun dun dun, minus 9x, minus 2. I'm going to combine these two by, in case I need it, my positive team, negative team. Negative team scores 9, positive team scores 8. The negative team wins, so I'm sticking it out front by 1. And so negative 1x minus 2. The correct math way to write it would be negative x minus 2. So, did you get it right? Were you close? Can you figure out where you messed up if you messed up? So, let's try it again. We're going to go to number 9. Right here. So now that you've got to number 9, you guys are going to try it on your own. And then we're going to come check and make sure we got it right. Okay, the 3 doesn't change, but I'm going to bring down this while distributing. 2 goes with 3p. Put it in parentheses, bring down the plus. 2 goes with 5. Put it in parentheses, and now we do the math. 3 plus 6p plus 10. Rearrange so that your letters are first. 6p goes in the front, plus 3, plus 10. Combine these two because they're the same. You get 6p plus 13. Did you get it right? If you didn't get it right, raise your hand. We're going to talk about why you got it wrong, or you're going to show me, because mistakes are often made, and as long as we can find them, that is growth. That is showing us we are doing better every single time. All right, I think the last one that we have to do that is a distributive problem for you guys to check out is this one right here. So push pause, give it a try, cross your fingers. I will give you a little heads up. You could combine first. Your choice, as long as you get to the right answer. So I'm probably going to do it both ways, maybe. So I'm bringing down my 10a minus distributing 2 times 11. Ooh. Here's where it gets tricky. So we need to talk about this one. This minus right here. Okay. Oh, that minus right there. This is one that it ties into stuff we've done before. I'm going to rewrite this one using our keep, change, opposite. So this one was a tricky one because that minus 2 is technically a negative 2. So when I distribute that 2, when I first try to distribute that 2 without the minus, it will affect what happens here. Because watch, I'm going to bring down my 10a plus. If I do negative 2 times 11, okay, then I bring the plus from the middle, which is right here, see it? Then I do negative 2 times 6a. And I'm bringing down the minus from right there. Okay, I hope you see the right there. See, I brought down the minus from right here. Okay. Now I'm going to do negative 2 times 3. So the reason why that's important is because when you multiply this at this point, this turns into negative 22. This turns into negative 12a. And this, look what happens. That one will become, technically, minus negative 6. So to clear all those parentheses, it changes it to 10a, whoops, 10a, minus 22, minus 12a, plus 6. So this one was a tricky one, and you will see them again. The important thing to remember is to rewrite this with this minus 2 being plus negative 2 so that you distribute it. I'm going to rewrite it. 10a, I moved, minus 12a, I moved, see? Minus 22, I moved, plus 6. I'm going to go play my little baseball. Positive, negative. I have positive 10, negative 12. So the negative team wins with the A's by 2 points. I'm going to play my game over here with positive team and the negative team. Positive team wins 6, negative team wins 22. So my negative team wins by 16 points. This one is a challenge. I hate that I'm leaving this here, but I want you guys to finish these problems that are not done. Okay, finish those problems that are not done. You can use this. I think I'm going to finish recording it so that you can check these answers. But that's what you guys are supposed to be doing. If your answers don't match mine, please come see me. We know that I'm not perfect, nor is anyone. So I'm going to just write the answers in here. Okay, the answer to this one is 9k plus 7. If you are using this for homework, please make sure you wrote it out. 8k plus 4k minus 3k plus 2 plus 5. So all of these went together and made 9k. These went together and made 7. In homework, you need to rewrite it. Minus 2c, minus 4c, minus 15, plus 17. Combine these, you get negative 6c, and you combine these two, and it becomes plus 2. Making sure I'm getting this to match what I had before. Okay, what's the other problem? got to do this one down here. So I'm going to rewrite it. 10z plus 9z. Notice I'm putting a line through it, the z's, so I can tell the difference between that and 2. Minus, that's a 1z. And then minus 2, minus 3. Combine all of these. You get 18z. Combine these, you get minus 5. There's the final answer to that one. Okay, we're going to go to 8 and 10. 8, we're going to write them in order. 8b plus 7b plus, plus 3 plus 4 minus 3. Combine these. You get plus 4. Combine these. You get 15b. Final answer. This is a B. And number 10. Negative 2t plus 3t plus 9 minus 2. Combine these, you get 1t. Combine these, you get plus 7. I think I have done, nope, one problem. On this one, I'm running out of battery, so I'm going to just put the answer. All right, I hope we've got mastery.